I guess even though I'm not talking to anybody, I can do this for archival purposes. That I will recap a little bit of what happened last time with Halo. Oh, last time I hit an ultimate low with Halo. Oh my god. Last night I was just... I was at a loss. I was at a loss, but you know what? We made it over Hell's Hump. We made it over Hell's Hump. Oh boy, and now my furnace is gonna kick in. We made it over... That's what I like to call it. I like to call that bundle of missions Hell's Hump. Because... those 4 missions exist solely as something to just trudge through so slowly and painfully. But I did play a little bit of the game earlier today. I replayed one of the missions on Heroic. I replayed the first one, Team Osiris, just to see if I could, find out some weaknesses to the Prometheans that could help me out. And the answer is there is none. I'm just kidding. There actually are. So, alright, Halo Lover, welcome to the stream. You made it this time. Even though it's 5, yes, you're going to have to sit through 5 tonight. But we're on the good part of 5. We're on the Swords of Sanghelios levels. So, hooray. Admittedly, the Swords of Sanghelios levels are kind of, they're kind of filler missions, but they're really fun to play. I love the hell out of these missions. But, anyway, as I was saying, I looked up some techniques on how to beat the Prometheans. And the Promethean weaknesses. So, I was actually kind of reminded that Prometheans are actually weak to Promethean weapons. I kind of already knew this, but it's more of a thing that I have to keep in mind now, which is, I don't think it's a bad game design decision, but I don't necessarily agree with it. Because Halo's always been tried and true, where plasma will take out energy shields, and then bullets can take down the health to finish them off. So, logically speaking, you shouldn't use a plasma weapon on a grunt because it's less effective than using bullets. And then vice versa when fighting an elite with shields. And then when Halo 3 came out and they introduced brute weapons, it was kind of an in-between. So, imagine if you were pitching this to a game, or, you were a game designer, you were pitching this idea to somebody, and you were just like, hey, think about this. The plasma weapons will take down the shields and are ineffective at taking out health. However, the bullets can take out health, but are ineffective against taking out shields. And then now we have the Forerunner weapons, and then that's when the person you're telling this to, they interrupt you, and they're just like, oh, so that's kind of an in the middle? But then you tell them, no, they're only good against other Prometheans, you idiot. That's kind of where I'm coming from with that. I don't think it's a bad game design decision to make the Prometheans vulnerable to their own weapons, but I don't necessarily agree with it, especially considering the fact that charged up plasma pistol shots don't do jack shit to Prometheans. So, I don't know, but I will keep that in mind in the future, that the bolt shot and the suppressor are not butt-fuck useless weapons in this game. They actually are useful. The storm rifle, on the other hand, no, fuck that. That's not a Promethean weapon, but still, it's a weapon that they introduced in Halo 4. It was useless in Halo 4, and it's still useless in this game. Don't ever use it, unless you have to. And then the other thing I found out is that I was actually a little bit mistaken about these knights, the Promethean knights. The knights, they actually have energy shields. No, the knights do not have energy shields in Halo 5 anymore. They had energy shields in Halo 4, they do not in this game anymore. And they're just tanky, and they're beefy, and they wear a ton of armor just like the Hunters do. They even have weak spots in their armor like the Hunters do. They have weak spots in their back, and they have weak spots in their armpits. And the game actually tells you this in the first mission, and I just wasn't paying attention. But is that honestly my fault? Because it gets explained to you by Team Osiris. It gets explained to you by the fucking cardboard cutouts. And all they do in that mission is talk about the mission. And they just talk, and they talk, and they talk, and they talk. And they're talking while you're trying to fight enemies, too. So it's like, while you got this action going on, and you're going like, oh man, I'm taking cover. Oh, get that freaking soldier. Oh, his shields are down, finish him off. I'm down, I need assistance. I'm pinned down, someone help me out. When I was a kid, I was trapped on a diplomatic space shuttle where they did diplomatic space things. And I threw, like, you see what I'm getting at there. It is actually really hard to pay attention to shit that they're actually talking about when, they just talk. And you're just not interested in them. Maybe if it was Master Chief and Blue Team saying this, maybe it would be slightly more interesting, but it's not. It's Team Osiris, the team that the game developers force you to play as right away. You're just meant to be put in their shoes, but you don't know anything about them, and you don't have any reasons to care about them, because the writers suck, and they don't write any reason for you to care about these characters. So I don't know, that goes into another domino of reasons why Halo 5 is bad. And it starts off at why the knights are so tanky and why they're so hard to beat. Or you weren't paying attention to the NPCs that were telling you the weakness, telling it to you through bland exposition. This is like dealing with like 6 customers at a time, and you tell your boss, hey, I'm taking tomorrow off, by the way, and then you don't show up for work tomorrow, and you get fired because you didn't show up, and then you're just like, but I told you I was taking off, and it's like, well, yeah. Oh. Anyway, I think I've rambled for long enough to eat up the time for my 10:30 schedule. Looks like my stream is stopping. Is my stream stopping? My stream is online, but my laptop is saying that my stream isn't online. That's really weird. Stream goes out all over the bitrate. Meow. Okay, sorry about that, people. Looks like we are going to be doing 720p today because my internet is being an ass.
So you wrote a target dossier on the Arbiter when you wrote Noni.
That was 6 years ago. What's your point?
You recommended assassinating him.
After he killed 7 human colonies, 7 human planetary colonies.
Things changed.
These were in the terminals in Halo 2. This is not a thing for people to be hung up about, but the writers are going to make them all hung up about it because they're idiots.
Locke. Planet Stevenson. If this all goes sideways.
I understand, sir. It's not my First Nation that doesn't exist.
What if it goes upside down?
Locke's smart.
Why do things always have to go south? Or why do things always have to go sideways? Why can't they go north? Or why can't they go upside down? Or why can't they go inside out? Why can't they skidoo into Bob-omb Battlefield? These are genuine ideas I am recommending to the Halo 5 writing staff because, it isn't fixed. Okay.
Arbiter has united the Keeps and formed a new alliance, the Swords of Sanghelios. With Arbiter's victories and the death of Jewel Andama, the Covenant remnants grow desperate. They have begun an assault on Madame lands, targeting Arbiter specifically.
And Arbiter's location?
You will find Arbiter at the Elder Council chambers. Victory to Clan and Kin, Spartans. Maquis out.
Thelphadam is Arbiter's real name, by the way.
Arbiter has females in his ranks. War has traditionally been a male's job on Sanghelios.
The writers expect the average player to just know all of the lore in Halo, so I'm gonna have to translate some of it.
Sunayon. That's where the Guardian is located. Gonna need serious backup to get anywhere near it.
We need the swords of St. Helios, and that means we need Arbiter.
Alright. Are we done talking? Can we actually stick to the action? Is my stream done freezing? Is the better question. I think my stream is done having a panic attack. I think it's done having coronavirus.
Covenant forces ahead.
Or the Covenant! Yeah, the Covenant... Yeah, they were just like, hey, the Great Journey is still a thing, even though, you know, the prophets were blatantly lying to them. No, they're just like, no, the Great Journey is still a thing. We still gotta believe in it, even to our dying breath. And the Arbiter formed the faction the Swords of St. Helios to quell the Covenant once and for all. But although, as an added note, there have not been any brutes in the Covenant ever since the events of Halo 3, which lead me to believe that, the brutes are just, like, the brutes and the elites, like, they just don't associate with one another anymore, just because, well, the brutes straight up just tried to kill the elites. That wasn't a thing with, the Great Schism, that was just them being fucking jackasses. Divine right or something. You know, it's typical with you know, historical events where we pick on people who are of an inferior color or race, I guess. But we don't need to talk about that. But this is Aliens, so none of that should matter. Black Lives Matter hashtag. Elites' lives matter. Oh yeah, they took out drones too. I wonder why they took out the drones. I mean, the drones are annoying, but they weren't poorly designed like the Prometheans are. I think it was the same reason they took the Flood out of the game, was because people complained about how annoying they are. People complained about how annoying the Flood is, but it's just like, just because the Flood's annoying doesn't mean it's poorly designed. Or they're poorly designed, rather. I should probably stop jackassing around and grab a plasma pistol and start killing these fucking elites. Vale, it would help if you did not jump in front of my gun. Janie's got a gun. But yeah, where are the engineers and where... I mean, I guess the engineers are no longer, like, they're not enslaved ever since the breaking of the Covenant? Or the initial breaking of the Covenant? And then the Jural Hanai, they're not a thing anymore because, you know, the Sangheili want nothing to do with them because they just tried to commit mass genocide. And then the drones, I don't know. I don't know where the drones went. Maybe the drones are just like, fuck this shit, I'm out of this war. See, I got fucked up once, but that's not because of poor game design. That's just because I wasn't being careful. Ooh, Covenant Carbine. Nah, Battle Rifle. I feel like sometimes the Carbine is better than the Battle Rifle in this game. Yay! And I can never tell if that's a Covenant shooting or if that's Vale shooting, because I know Vale usually likes her fucking plasma pistol, even though she shouldn't really be using it. Yeah. Kind of not so useful in her possession. Plasma Pistol in general just isn't useful in this game, and it's only useful for these Swords of Sanghelios levels where you're fighting a bunch of elites. It's useless against Prometheans. Like, even the peppered shots are useless against Prometheans. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, be careful exploring around this area because there are some areas that look like you can explore, but you straight up can't.
Taking elite fire. Grenade incoming! What's that grenade?
And out of ammo. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, it looks like my stream is done stopping. But before we move on, I'm going to try to raise the bit rate on it again. Halo Lover says, this is why I enjoy your streams. You understand the lore nerdy stuff and the down-to-earth average player perspective, plus you don't blame everything on the game's design. That was... Yeah, that's a dark side Phil method, just to blame everything on the game design. I mean, admittedly, there are a lot of things about this game that are just bad in its game design, and I will call it out, but not everything is bad.
What's that, Vale?
Sangheli burial prep. A warrior at birth, a
I was
warrior
starting
at
this
death.
for the...
The Covenant race is all about fighting and being a warrior and fighting in the war. That's all their culture is about. It's about fighting and being
What
a
did you
warrior.
say?
She said that a warrior at birth, a warrior in death.
You said the what race?
That's the Sangheli race.
Okay, 'cause I think you said the Covenant race, which is...
Did I say the Covenant
Yeah, I
race?
think you did.
I did mean the Sangheli race.
Okay, just wanted to clarify what you meant.
Dead here are our brothers as far as I'm concerned.
Hello, Clumsy Nutcase. Hello, Billy. You wanna take a seat, grab a
This
snack?
is my favorite level.
This, I don't want this sword. I don't even want to access that data pad. I already have it.
The cabin opens
Ooh,
up here.
there are snipers here.
Stick to cover
There's
till we
some
get them in
stuff to
range.
find. It's so cool.
Yeah, it actually is kind of cool that the game kind of encourages exploration, but damn, there is more than one sniper. I know there is. Like that guy. And they give me a carbine up here, so I could just stay up here and just...
I haven't played this game in a minute.
You haven't played this game in a minute?
Yeah.
You want to play co-op with it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you're an ass! Oh, you got me! You got me so good! I was like, oh, hell yeah! I don't even remember the last time I... Wait a minute. I've never played co-op on this game, damn it!
Yeah, that's because Microsoft was just like, oh, people want to play video games with their friends in person? Nah, that's archaic shit. We
That
don't
was
live in the
probably biggest
1990s.
mistake they've ever made on...
Yeah, I say this over and over again on these streams. In Halo Infinite, they need to bring back split screen.
They will.
They
They're not
need
that dumb.
They need to bring back split screen.
If
I feel like they need to
split
bring.
screen, no one's gonna buy it.
I feel like they need to bring back dual wielding too.
No.
What do you mean no?
They don't have to.
Why not?
Because that's just fan service.
No, it would so be useful. Like, there are so many times where I pick up an SMG in this game, I'm just like, I wish I could really carry two of these.
Yeah, but look, you think they give a shit about you?
The king is back to aid the Emperor in his quest. Oh, it's too bad Halo 5 does not have split screen co-op. Oh, shit. Oh, they pulled the Prometheans here. They just spawned on top of me.
It looks really cool.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm getting overrun.
Really good at this. Oh.
Well, okay.
It's cool that they highlight the weapons on the ground.
Yeah, they do, so you actually see where shit is.
Instead of just be like, oh, I just ran it over.
And they do that red X in the
Yeah, that's
targeting
really
reticle to let you know when you kill somebody. Some people complain that they don't like it, but I like it.
nice. Some people can suck it.
Push forward a side.
Ackman can suck it apparently, because he said that.
He didn't like the X.
Yeah, he didn't like the red X. And it's just like, okay,
Why?
that's... Maybe that's why they call him the Act-Man and not the X-Man.
He also made that video, the downfall of the Xbox.
Yeah, the decline of the Xbox. I didn't see that one, but I've been seeing it pop up in my news feed.
What is he talking about?
Oh,
Do you agree that there's a fall decline of the Xbox?
Well, no. I mean, the next Project Scarlet might be like, it might be a PC tower straight up. Like, that's what it looks like. And weirdly enough, I downloaded the Halo Wars Definitive Edition, and when I tried to upload a clip onto Twitter for Halo Wars Definitive Edition, it said hashtag Halo Wars Definitive Edition PC. And I'm like, but I'm not playing on PC.
So, it's because the new Xbox is a rectangle that...
Probably. That's probably what he means.
It's a different shape! There's no downfall of the Xbox. There was no uprise of the Xbox. There's no time where the Xbox was definitely definitive on top.
The 360 was.
Not.
It was.
Compared to the PS3?
Yeah, the PS3 was overpriced.
Well, that was the only reason.
That was the only reason why. Well, also because PS3 didn't have any good games on it. Well, good exclusives.
Maybe.
Well, it had a handful of good exclusives. There
nobody
was
ever
Demon
said-
Souls and there was Metal
nobody
Gear
can-
Solid 4
nobody's
and
ever been able
Uncharted,
to
but that's about it.
definitively claim because the Xbox came out broken. The 360 was
I got
broken
fucked.
upon launch.
I got fucked.
Come up. Thanks.
360 was broken upon launch.
Okay, so the thing about Jackal Snipers is that they're only instant kill if, like, they hit you in a critical mass spot. Okay, never mind. Just shut me the fuck up, because Buck just took a shot in the body and he lived. I think they have to hit you in the head, and then that's how they can... Xbox was very good when 360 came out. Xbox had exclusives and awesome Halo and such. He says the decline of Xbox is a good video. It's that the Xbox One sucked, and the Xbox's trademark is being the cool one. PlayStation is RPG and stuff. Nintendo is family-oriented fun games. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
PC.
That's pretty much why X plays exclusively like PlayStation and Sony consoles. It's because he's a big RPG guy. You know, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, all that jazz.
The thing is, I think there's it's not politically correct to say the Xbox is better than the PlayStation.
Did you see where I was shooting that guy?
I did.
Yeah. I really felt like I was hitting that hole in the shield, but the game was just like, nope.
It's PC, then PS4, or whatever, and then Xbox.
Oh man, that's just stupid.
Well, that's the PC politically correct way to say it. PC.
Oh, I thought you meant like PC. Oh shit!
Okay.
He almost had me. He didn't do anything.
No.
He just stood there all invisible, and it was just like... Wow, I got fucked. I need to concentrate. I think I'm gonna die. I don't think they can make it up here. Yeah, I'm dead.
Good job.
Well, the reticle on the sword, it didn't glow red. It
Yeah,
did-
but you left your teammates in the dust and you died.
That's
That's
not
what
my
you get.
fault.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not my
You
fault.
have to stay close to them.
They can't stay close to me. I didn't even go far away. Like,
You mean
what?
they're not good at following you?
Shut up.
You mean this game's can't make AIs that can follow you up a little
Well,
stairs?
these AIs have to be stupid because they're immortal. You can't have immortal and smart AIs.
You sure about that?
I'm down.
Are you sure about that?
My armor's stalled. Up and at him, Locke. I'm up. Thanks.
From a balancing perspective, no. What the fuck? I am hitting him dead on.
Need help.
Apply directly to the fucking forehead.
Yeah, that was a good one. You didn't like that red X that tells you when you kill
He didn't like
something.
the red X. Actman didn't like the red X.
He can
He can suck it.
He can sit on a dildo.
Get up, Osiris.
Wow, that's quite a statement. Lucky shot. Grunt. Fuck!
I'm down. Help.
They can't do anything. He's invisible. Oh wait, he's gonna wreck him.
No worries, Locke. I got you.
He's a wrecking ball.
Thanks, Spartan.
He's a wrecking machine.
What was he doing the whole time, invisible guy? Just running around, not killing things?
Well, he got me and he got Vale, so. Yeah, I didn't know what was up with that random jackal not dying. Like, he's. Sometimes the carbine just isn't as accurate as advertised. No, we don't use storm rifles. Ooh, but we do use beam rifles. Hmm. Hmm. Oh wow, still shooting at me. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, wait. Enemies over there. Ahaha. Enemies are over there. See, I hit that jackal in the head just fine.
Okay.
But, and I hit that jackal in the head just fine. Oh.
Take that lead out.
I'll get it done, Locke.
Okay, I didn't think that was anywhere close to a headshot, but I'll take it.
That wasn't close. That was a rock.
I mean, you're welcome to jump in at any time.
Sure, press start to join.
Press start to join.
Not.
Wait, what? Hit him in the head. Suicide grunt. Oh, cool. He wasn't a very good suicide grunt. He just died.
That's not that good.
I mean, maybe it was about that good. That's about what they expected from him. Suicide grunt, go die.
Okay.
There's a... An
Because you
achievement,
told me to.
beat Halo 4 and 5 on Legendary using nothing but storm rifles and suppressors. Well, suppressors in Halo 5 are actually useful.
Here we go, Vale. You good?
I'm up. Thanks.
There's actually an achievement in Halo 1 to beat 2 betrayals without changing your weapon at all on Legendary.
Wow,
Beat it on Legendary without changing your weapon.
that's intense.
And it's like the thing is that you got to kill those sentinels to progress, so you're already losing all of your fucking ammo for your plasma pistol killing those sentinels at the beginning, or for your shotgun for that matter.
Two betrayals?
Yeah, 2 betrayals.
For the mom.
No, 2 betrayals.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
There's also one on the Maw, or no, not on the Maw, on 2 betrayals for beating it on Legendary without killing a single grunt.
These are some stupid achievements.
Yeah. There's one for the Ark from Halo 3 where you have to beat it on Legendary without getting in a vehicle.
And that's a really stupid achievement.
Yeah, that one's really rough.
You're good, Vale.
I haven't attempted it yet, but it is really rough.
That's on Legendary?
Yeah, on Legendary.
Forget it. Why torture yourself?
Like, you know you have to kill a Scarab in the Ark, right?
And like 50 tanks.
Yeah, and a ton of fucking vehicles.
Yeah. It's not even a thing. So.
Man, I kind of wish there was music. I think the music bugged out. Or is there just no music that plays
I'm at
during
the
this
top of the
section?
ridge. There's an exit up here.
Spartans, yes. That is the path you seek. Keep moving.
Hostiles cleared.
That is the path you
What is
seek,
your
Spartan.
opinion on Spartan Lock?
If we lose the Arbiter, reaching the Guardian and Sunayon gets complicated.
Sorry, I was waiting for dialogue to finish.
Ammo up, Osiris.
Who wants to
Take
get
this
a
weapon.
Who wants to get a needler? Vale, get the needler.
Still answering.
Needlers at the ready.
Okay, so
These are pre-covenant
God damn it.
Israeli ruins.
more dialogue.
They were already ancient history before humanity built the pyramids.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
No, it's not.
It's pretty crazy Covenant history. Without a vehicle on Halo 3 is so damn hard. Use grab lift, get on the Scarab. It's the choppers. Yeah, the choppers are a bitch and a half on Legendary.
The Arbiter ships are on the run.
What do I think of Spartan Lock? Oh wait, that,
If they kill the Arbiter, they'll be well on their way.
there's so much dialogue, and it's just like the last time I didn't pay attention to dialogue, I missed a very key detail about the Prometheans that I really could have used.
Oh.
I have to pay attention to every single boring line of dialogue in this game so that I don't miss anything. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna show you something real quick. You think this thing looks nice and explorable?
I don't think it is. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, I guess I
If they
won't
kill the
explore.
Arbiter, they'll be well on their way.
Not that far.
Oh yeah, I don't like Spartan Locke just because he's not an interesting character. There's nothing interesting about him. The writers want you to care about him, but you don't care about him
Building's been
because
beaten.
there's just nothing interesting about him.
Chamber. Marquis said the Arbiter
It's
was there.
literally.
He is a guy who does what he's told to
But-
because he's told to do it,
What
and
about
that is
Master
all
Chief
his
in Halo
character
1?
is. Master Chief in Halo 1.
He wasn't interesting. He just was kind of a dude.
Yeah, Master Chief was a dude. He was specifically a blank slate. Specifically, so that the player could be immersed into the character of the Master Chief and imagine being the Master Chief instead of just having a character kind of sculpted out. Locke is kind of a character sculpted out, and he has no character, so it's a double whammy.
Do you think his name is a big pun? Because there's Captain
What,
Keys.
Lock and Keys? Nah, I don't.
I think it is. I think they made a pun. And they think they're so clever. Okay. At all.
Oh shit, you're an elite. Oh wait, yes you are an elite. Alright. Would you be down for watching me play 2 levels of this, or do you want me to just finish up this level, then we go to LA Noire?
Rod's doing some damage.
See, these levels are fun. I'm not struggling with this shit. I mean, like, I'm struggling because I'm not paying attention,
Got
but
it.
yeah.
Spartans, clear the shipmaster of landing zone.
Oh, shit, this is the part where they drop the hunters. They're gonna drop hunters.
Spirit inbound.
Which is more fun, the Master Chief levels or the Spartan Lock levels?
In this game? It depends on which levels you play.
Well, I meant in Halo 4.
In Halo 4. In Halo 4, there are no Spartan Lock levels
Yeah,
in Halo
so why'd
4.
you fucking ask that? So what
Why did you ask that?
You said, I said, which is more fun, the Master Chief levels or Spartan Lock levels? In this game? No! Another game where
Did I say in
Yes.
this? I don't remember.
You said, in this game?
I thought you meant like Master Chief levels in another game. Okay, this is a death trap.
Working on it, Maki.
No, I mean Spartan
Oh,
Lock versus
a fuel rod
Master Chief
cannon.
Spartan.
levels in this game.
It depends. Depends on which ones you pick.
That's so neither
Master
of
Chief
them.
has great one-liners
They're
too.
both
That is also
terrible.
correct.
You hate Master Chief.
Because Master Chief Master Chief only has 3 levels in this game. Spartan Lock has the rest of them. And Spartan Lock has the best ones, and Spartan Lock also has the worst ones.
Master Chief levels are just meh. Who do you like fighting with more? Linda, Fred, and what's her face? Kelly? Or Vale?
they don't
what's his Buck and
Oh shit. They don't make a difference to me.
there's
Hopefully-
literally no character development for any of Master Chief's teams. Just none.
Yeah, there's none. Because they expect you to know the character.
I do like the way she thinks.
Oh shit, Mantises!
Mantises!
Running low.
Oh
We'll
no!
clear a path to the orbiter. Just be ready for extraction.
I shall await your signal.
Mount up, Osiris.
Guns in my capable hands.
Wait, Buck, where the fuck? Buck! Buck! Where are you going?
I have enemies
Buck!
in range.
Buck! Buck!
No! I think he's
Oh,
back.
oh, there. He took him. He got on the Phantom and took off. If you would have caught that in the act, if you weren't looking at your phone like a jackass.
Why am I looking at my phone like a jackass? Why can't I look at my phone like a regular person?
Okay, you're looking at your phone like a dumbass.
You're mean.
You want to know what else is mean and what else sucks?
Yes.
Coronavirus.
Oh.
All the old people at your nursing home are gonna get it.
Probably.
No, they're not.
I don't know. There's a video on coronavirus I've been watching with my dad.
He'd
He'd rather watch the interview with Joe Biden on MSNBC.
I mean, keep yourself clean. Don't be around sick people. But don't be racist either.
Kill them.
Master Chief in Halo 5 is just trying to an old dude trying to find his waifu. That's
His waifu.
yeah.
It's a waifu.
It's a weeb term.
What's a weed?
See, that's a whole thing. That's a whole nother discussion that will have to be saved for another day. Oh shit, I can't just walk
Absolutely
in there.
not.
The Elder Council
I'm not going to talk about anything until you tell me what a weed is.
What the hell is this vehicle?
Contact with Arbiter's forces within.
Copy that.
Mantis.
Let's get the orbiter out of there.
Thought you knew this.
No, if you were looking at the
I
screen,
know, I'm messing with you.
you would have known that I was looking at... No, I'm gonna fuck with you. If you were looking at the screen while I asked this question, you would have known what I was pointing to.
You weren't pointing.
Or what I was looking at. Damn, this Wraith is just aggroed on me. This Wraith wants me dead so hard.
This break is taking control of me.
Okay. What was I even talking about? You were talking about Master Chief and his waifu. Yeah, Master Chief just wants to rescue Cortana, but Cortana doesn't need to be saved, even though...
Cortana's in this game.
Oh yeah, is this
What
game
does she
about
do?
Halos?
Did she do something like important?
She took up the mantle of responsibility of the Forerunners.
What's that? Nobody actually knows.
Nobody actually knows because the game doesn't fucking explain it. Well,
Nobody knows.
Halo 4 explained it, but you have to find all the terminals.
I still don't really get
The mantle of responsibility is basically
That was like a philosophical concept.
no, the mantle of responsibility is basically Genesis, but for the whole galaxy.
What's Genesis?
You know what Genesis is, you Christian fuckboy?
You know, it's a book. But it's... You can't... If I said Billy took up Genesis and now is the rule of the universe, even Christians would be a little bit confused.
You know what Genesis is? The flood, the Great Flood, where Noah had to make an ark and put animals on it 2 by 2.
Well, a lot more things happened in Genesis than the flood.
What else happened in Genesis then?
Adam and Eve.
What, the
Cain and Abel. The creation of the earth.
Cain and Abel? They tried to open a ladle with the fucking cane?
Oh, Cain and Abel. They killed each other.
I thought it was Abraham and Isaac.
Was it?
It was Abraham.
No, it's Cain and Abel.
But it was Abraham that killed Isaac as well.
That's also another thing that happened.
But that's another thing that happened. But Genesis. But
So,
Genesis.
Is it some sort of
Cleanse
place
the world
or,
by flood.
Is it a place or a thing?
Oh, Billy. Halo Lover says, Weebs are anime nerd weirdos and waifus are their small fantasy anime girls. Makes as much sense as Halo 5's BS story.
Okay,
Is that a good enough explanation for you?
yes. It makes about as much sense as the mantle of responsibility does to me right now. Because I don't know what it is. Is it a physical thing?
It's a physical thing. It's to wipe out all life in the galaxy and recreate it anew under New World Order and, make
So she
peace.
wants to just activate the Halos? Because it's already a thing.
No, she's gonna rule the universe through the Guardians. She's gonna use the Guardians to police the galaxy and basically make an imperial peace. If you're not on board with her peace, then she's gonna, you're gonna suffer, you're gonna,
Right side.
die, you're gonna be branded a traitor, blah, blah, blah,
I'll take some...
Usual dystopian shit, except it's a futuristic dystopian universe.
So that's the problem. Like, that storyline is used so much where they just want, like, the bad guy thinks he knows best, and he says, I could promise peace. And if they say, we don't want peace, we want freedom.
Freedom equals peace.
No, it doesn't. He says, you just want the world in your image.
Don't forget, Enoch dude in his town was so righteous, they went straight to heaven. Abraham never killed Isaac, he was about to, and the angel stopped him. Cain killed Abel as the first murder.
See, told you so.
Well, see, I'm not Christian, or I'm not religious at all, so
Well, he knows more about the lore of the Bible than you do.
obviously he does. You probably know more about it than I do, but I
course
still
I
know
do.
what the fuck Genesis is.
Yeah, but you say the mental responsibility is Genesis. Genesis is a book.
It is Genesis.
No, it's not. That doesn't make any sense. That's like saying the mantle of responsibility is just Harry Potter.
Okay, the mantle.
That
Okay,
doesn't mean anything.
okay, then what part of Genesis is the flood then? What is that called?
Then no, the flood.
The flood? What, the Noah's Ark flood?
The Noah's Ark. It's the Noah's Ark part. Stark. Malark. I don't know.
But what was the whole point of Genesis? What is the overarching plot of Genesis?
There's a lot of things that happen in Genesis.
So it's an analogy.
Yeah,
Or
but
not
the
an
mental
analogy. Not
responsibility
an analogy. What
is
is
some
that
sort
called?
of thing.
Spartan lock.
How does she get power from it if it's just a philosophical concept?
She touched the Forerunner domain. That's how she got her power.
What's a domain?
It's like what some Forerunner Galactic Center where it houses all the power and the secrets and the knowledge of the
Where?
universe. I don't know.
How did she get there?
When the Didact was defeated and he went into slip space, she went along with her or with him and found the domain. And because she found the domain, she cured her rampancy and she discovered all of these super mystical cybernetic magic powers and now wants to rule the universe because she feels like she can take up the mantle of responsibility.
Okay, I'll take that.
I'm right, it is Genesis. At the time, God chose the Jews as the chosen people to lead the world in righteousness. AKA the mantle of responsibility. That's basically what it is.
I never thought about it like that. So Cortana's a Jew.
Yes. No, Cortana's Hitler.
Right. And Genesis is about Hitler.
Genesis is about Hitler.
I knew it! See, you could have just said Hitler, which instead of Genesis, and I would have gotten it. What's mental responsibility? Hitler. Oh, it's Hitler!
Oh, so we're invoking Godwin's Law now.
Wasting time. You gotta move fast.
What law is that?
The law that every argument will bring up Hitler. See, I got stuck in this hole last time I played this mission, and I couldn't get out. There's a hole right here.
Why have you played this twice?
I didn't play it on Legendary last time.
You've already done this?
Yes, I've already done this. I've played this game multiple times because I like playing video games that I intend to play on their hardest difficulty multiple times so that I can get a lay of the land. Because going through a game on Legendary difficulty blind is awful, and you should never do that, because it's a terrible idea, no matter what Halo it is, even if it's an easy level, or an easy Halo game, like Halo 3. Comparatively to other Halos. I feel like it's the easiest Halo Legendary campaign.
Yeah, that's not really saying much, is it?
No, it's not.
So you know what I decided to do? The other
Commit
day?
Genesis.
No. I decided to play Cuphead.
Okay, you decided to play Cuphead. The purpose of Genesis was to lay out the creation of the world, first humans, rebirth via Noah's flood, and Abraham and his posterity that led to the Jews escaping Egypt after captivity.
Yeah, Egypt happened. No, that's also Exodus,
Exodus, okay.
which is the second one.
Okay. Yeah, this mission is kind of a... I like this mission, but this part is kind of a grind because on Legendary you kind of can't just bum rush in there because you're just gonna die.
I love your cats.
They did change the design of the Mantis. I did forget to... They made it so that the missiles are on the left trigger and the gun is on the right trigger, so you don't have to switch the weapons every time, kind of like they did with the Banshee as well. You don't have to actually switch the weapons now. Or actually, I think you still do with the Banshee. But yeah, I kind of have to slowly go through this because even all these infantry will be able to take out this fucking Mantis because it is kind of fragile on Legendary.
Hitler.
So why were you playing Cuphead?
That's what we were talking about. Because my friend asked me what I wanted to play, and he was going through his game, and Cuphead was on there, and I wanted to play. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. How did you beat that game?
I beat it on Expert mode and got S rank.
No way.
Yeah. I got all the achievements in that game.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't beat one level.
And I love that game. I love Cuphead.
See, that game was made for people like you.
People like me, what? People who like to play video games?
No, people who are you.
People who are me.
Yeah, you crazy monkey.
Alexia's brother played Cuphead and got all the achievements just fine. And he's not even really much of a gamer.
You make me want to die.
Stand
You're
by,
welcome.
Monty. We'll get
Hitler.
to the Arbiter soon.
Hitler.
Standing by.
We're almost there.
I did beat Cuphead on Expert. And I got all the achievements.
You should have filmed it.
Which is the, one of the achievements is beat all the running guns without firing a single shot. Alright, so we're about to meet the Arbiter. We're about to get our fan service. The Arbiter!
I am
Coming up
the
on the council.
Arbiter.
Get in there, now.
Yup, 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 yup.
Do I want to take out that turret? Okay.
Push through, Osiris.
Push through, Osiris. I mean, fall back, Osiris. Because falling back is a much better strategy.
Retrograde advance, Osiris.
Retrograde advance.
Yes.
So what? Tactical retreat.
It's a tactical retreat.
Oh, that elite just stole her frickin' ghost. Well, my teammates are fucked.
Well, because they ran out in the middle of the battlefield with no cover.
Yep, exactly.
Because they're designed to be stupid, or else the game would be too easy.
Yes, exactly. No, actually, I think this campaign in general was designed with 4-player co-op specifically in mind. There have been parts where I'm playing this and I'm just like, man, this is really hard to do by yourself.
Well, we could do this co-op, and you could just be putting on the stream.
I mean, if you want to go home and play Halo 5 right now, because you can't play it on my couch.
No.
Oh my god, more of them. Oh shit, they got fuel rod cannons. I wish there was like a strafe button on the Mantis. A dodge could really be helpful. One thing I really don't like about Halo 5's multiplayer is that they force you to play as a Spartan all the time. Or is that Halo 4 I'm thinking of? It might be both.
Understood. On my way.
Kaidon! Soru! Keisuta!
The fall of the Xbox. I'm not watching a stupid video.
Yeah, don't. That sounds like clickbait.
That's clickbait as
That's
fuck.
clickbait as fuck.
You can sit on a dildo.
Oh, what? Is that Ackman?
Yeah.
Is that Ackman's video?
Yes. It's clickbait as fuck, and I don't
mean-
want to watch it.
I mean, Ackman's first, like, review video that kind of, like, helped him take off was Halo 5.
Up the stairs.
Was his Halo 5 series, and then after that, I guess he got kind of clickbaity.
We're almost
That's
there,
so
Monty.
clickbaity.
Get ready.
I am on my way.
The fall of the Xbox. What does he mean? I have to click it. I've been baited.
You... Oh shit, we're about to meet the Arbiter! The Arbiter! We're here to help you!
Los Angeles! Eyes on goal. Arbiter,
Okay.
ready for extraction.
That was much better choreography than, Spartan Locke and Master Chief duking it out.
Does he have to say for St. Helios?
Forcing Helios!
For SpaghettiOs!
Yeah, that's a forced line. Forcing Helios!
He's like, I say that every time I kill something. I have to say,
Forcing Helios!
because you told me to!
I'm gonna say this, Connor Kenway has better character than Spartan Locke.
I don't know what that is.
Spartan Jameson Locke, UNSC. Captain Lasky sends his greetings and thanks you for your cooperation. operation.
Oni, out of the shadows. The spies announce themselves now, Agent Locke.
I'm a Spartan now, sir.
I know who you are. You were an agent when you volunteered to execute me.
Oh, please, you're still mad about that?
Saved your life today.
No, you didn't.
Yet now you hunt another Spartan, the greatest of your clan.
He had it taken care of. You didn't do jack shit, Locke.
Let him hunt. He'll never find us.
Let's see how great Locke's reaction to that is.
She touched every network.
He's so shocked.
She knows
He's
the
so
Guardian is
shocked.
here. Locke, that thing's our last shot.
You have the firepower to get us in there.
Sunayan is the Covenant's final stronghold on Sanghelios. We will move only when victory is assured.
He looks really, really
Doctor.
sad right now.
Osiris will deploy within the hour. Have your plan ready.
Wow, he displayed so much emotion there.
Wow, what character he
What?
has.
That's not the actor's fault. That's just the character. Okay, I don't deny that Eggman's content doesn't hold up, but you know there are some parts where I'm just like, okay, well, hold on about
I have a
that.
briefing prepared. Given Cortana's show of power, I'm reluctant to
I
discuss
don't agree with
individual
everything
topics.
Eggman says, but he knows his fucking stuff and he knows how to present.
Well, I'm gonna go watch that Xbox video.
All right. Well, you know that was actually really fun. That was actually a really fun Halo mission. I was having fun playing Halo 5.
Wow.
How was
Eggman
that?
said that was impossible.
It's a novel concept.
I thought that little X in the middle of your reticle would ruin it for you.
The little red X would have ruined it.
I thought it would have been miserable with that.
Cortana could have done that. She could have gotten to all the Spartan armor systems and into all the ships, and she could have just disabled them herself. She didn't need the Guardians to do that. Because she just got into the network from there, and it's like,
She
yeah.
can't interact with Spartan systems unless she's in their system. They're not run by computers.
Well, she has magic powers now, so she can do that.
There's no AI within. She can only interact with, like, artificial intelligence, and the artificial intelligence is what makes shit go.
I don't think that's true. Because she can control the Guardians. All of them remotely.
Yeah, because she's in the network.
Yeah, she's in the... Well, I don't know. Arbiter was written so out of character in that cutscene. He just shows up, and he's just pissed at Spartan Locke for no reason, and he's very reluctant to actually go forward with the plan that assures... Like, it was like with Captain Lasky. It was like with Lasky. And Lasky in Halo 4, he would have been like, a journey to save the human race? I'm in, 100%. Halo 5, he's just like, okay, I guess we'll go to Sanghelios. I guess we'll do our job and save the human race.
I forgot he was even in this game.
You forgot Lasky was in this game? He basically becomes Captain Del Rio in this game. He's just like, you're out of line. I'm the boss. I'm in okay, I guess we'll go. And, I don't know, Arbiter's just like, huh, fuck you, Spartan Locke. You wrote a dossier on me 6 years ago about why you think that I should be killed. Yeah, because you were leading Covenant invasions. This is in the Halo 2 terminals. You were leading a Covenant force to take out multiple planetary human colonies.
I like
That's
how he
why-
just didn't
like-
say, and you murdered billions of people. Can we get on with it? Doesn't even mention any of that, or mentions how upset that makes him, or what anything. You know what he says? I saved your life today.
Yeah, you want to know why?
No,
Okay, I won't tell you.
I don't know why.
Because bad writing. That's why. Why would we write
You think he
dialogue
would
that
say,
makes sense?
and you don't know anything about containment. Didn't say any
No,
of that.
he wouldn't. It's just
I saved
Like-
your life today.
like it's just like the Arbiter wouldn't even be hung up about that shit.
No.
Halo 2's Arbiter would not have been hung up about that shit at all. And they introduce it Or they introduced that thing in the cutscene before this mission. They were just like, you wrote a dossier on the Arbiter. You recommended assassinating him. And Locke was just like, that was years ago. And it's just like, they
Locke
mentioned...
didn't say that was years ago. Locke just said, I saved your life today.
No, this was before they started the mission, when Vale was walking alongside Locke, and he was just like, you wrote a dossier on the Arbiter. You recommended assassinating him. And he's like, yeah, that was years ago. And they just brushed it off. And you think that they're never going to mention it again. It was just a detail they'd thrown in because, you know... bland expositional writing. No, they tried to shoehorn that in as an actual plot point to make animosity between the Arbiter and Spartan Locke for no reason. No reason other than to create drama unnecessarily.
There's no drama in this game.
There's no drama in this game.
I saved your life today.
I saved your life today. He had it up so like he was fine.
You didn't even come there to save his life, acting like you're so great.
But we did, actually.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we actually did go down there to save his life.
They're going to...
But
why do we care about saving his life?
But we mostly only went down here to get the fucking... Hey. We mostly went down here to get... whatever that fucking message thing that Roland encrypted to investigate Sanghelios. Man, this plot... Sometimes, like, the plot can make sense if you want to understand it, but sometimes you don't feel like you want to understand it because the writers don't do a good job at making you want to understand it, because the only way they deliver it is through bland exposition. And sometimes in the middle of gameplay, when you're in the middle of a firefight, and they just tell you just bombshells while you're fighting a bunch of guys, and you're just like, guys, I can't concentrate on this right now.
That's like
I'm
L.A.
stabbing
Noir
an elite
trying to
in
tell
the
me
throat.
about the mission while I'm trying to drive.
They don't tell you about the mission while you're trying to drive.
They tell you lots of things while I'm trying to drive.
They tell you bullshit while you're trying to drive.
I still can't listen to it.
Have you ever talked to somebody while driving?
No, but I've tried to read something that's on the bottom of my screen.
You don't need to read it. You have headphones. You can listen to it.
I'm not like the first times I was playing when I didn't have headphones. I couldn't hear it and I was trying to read
Oh
shit.
my god. See, as much as I want to go on with Halo 5, I got company over, so we gotta switch games. Next time we will do more Swords of Sanghelios missions, we're gonna have more fun in Halo 5 next time. We're actually going to have a fun stream, not like, oh my god, Billy, you weren't here for last night's stream.
Was it not fun?
It was abysmal.
Why?
I got over what I like to call Hell's Hump.
What is that?
It's the three Team Osiris missions in a row where you fight nothing but Prometheans. You fight no Covenant, you fight wave after wave of Prometheans. And then you play as Blue Team, and you fight Covenant for a little bit, but then you fight Prometheans again, and the Warden Eternal.
So it was miserable.
It was miserable.
You should have done a co-op with me.
Fighting Prometheus. Oh, well, you should have come over. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't work that way, does it?
Alright, we're switching over to L.A. Noir. Thanks for joining in.